If you do not stop splashing in the tub, the water's gonna get all over the floor, and the tub's gonna fall through the ceiling. If you don't stop screaming at each other, our tenants are literally gonna move out because you're so loud. That's it. Do you know how lucky you are to have all these toys? If they're not cleaned up in the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna put them in a black trash bag and you will never see them again. You ate so much candy, you have to brush your teeth. If you do not, they're gonna turn black and fall out. Get over here. What do these 4 examples have in common? They're all examples of the kind of catastrophic language that parents use when they're at the end of the rope, super frustrated, and can't get their kids to just do the thing. And they require repair. Scaring your child into compliance requires repair. Here's how to do it. Number 1, you've got to catch yourself. If you're making these kinds of threats using this kind of catastrophic language, like, oh my God, the world is going to be over if you don't stop doing XYZ, or something terrible is going to happen if you continue to do XYZ, know that it's a sign that your own nervous system is activated and needs some attention. This is not about your child. This is about you. So begin by soothing yourself. You could do bilateral tapping. You could have a cup of tea. You could call a friend. You could jump up and down. You could do some yoga. Now that you're regulated, I want you to own up and repair. How you do the repair matters. High quality repair is important here. The components of high quality repair, number 1, sooner rather than later. This is most important the younger your child is. Number 2, make sure to repair from your child's perspective. So don't say, I was getting really worried about the water on the floor. Say, that was probably scary when Mama yelled about the water on the floor. Come on, I'll get a towel, we'll clean it up. 3, simple language. Try to avoid over-explaining. Usually over-explaining is more about you or teaching. Repair is not a time for teaching. It's a time to rebuild the relationship. Teaching, if it must happen, can happen later. Number 4, authenticity. If your child feels like you're phoning it in or you're just doing this in order to get through it and move on and it's not going to go well. Okay? Part of the authenticity piece is owning your piece from your child's perspective and then actually working on it. It's not enough to just repair and always do this stuff and then always repair. You also have to have a separate track going where you're really actually working on the things that you're needing to repair. So when your kids are in the bathtub and you're like, if you don't stop getting the water on the floor, the bathtub's gonna fall through to the next floor. Take a minute, take care of yourself, and then repair like this. Oops, I started yelling. I'm so sorry, that was scary. I'll get a towel, we can clean this up together. You know what? Mama and Daddy are responsible for the house. You're safe, our house is okay. After you've yelled, don't stop yelling, the tenants aren't gonna move because you're so loud. Take a second and then say, oops, I'm so sorry I yelled. That must have been scary. Next time I'll remember to put my headphones on and to use my inside voice. Taking care of the tenants is my job and I've got it. After you've told your kid 100 times to clean up and they haven't done it, and so you scream, if you're so ungrateful, if you do not clean this up, I'm going to throw it all away. Take a hot second. Then say, ugh, I'm so sorry. I got kind of crazy about all the stuff on the floor. I know these are your toys. Come on, let's do it together. You get the blues, I'll get the reds. We can even put everything into this basket. So now I'm giving them like an organizational strategy. And I'll remember, it's just stuff. We can clean it up together. Toothbrushing. Your kid refuses to brush and you're like, your teeth are gonna rot out and turn black and be gross. Take a minute, and then you can say, oh, that was extreme. I'm so sorry, sweet pea. Let me get the toothpaste. We'll do it together. Here's your brush. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Do it together. These are the kinds of shifts that I help parents make inside of my program. If you want the details of how the program works, exactly how we get you to move from like inflammatory, crazy it down to like, oh, you know what, this is fine, I can repair this, moving on, and then eventually to like not even going there hardly ever anymore, DM me the word parent and I'll send you a video that just breaks down all of the details of how we work with people and how we can also help you in just 90 days, go from like crazy town screaming, all the threats, all the catastrophic language, to like, I'm enjoying my children, I like parenting, this is good, we're golden. DM me the word parent.